Polish Bear project was a few years back, where we linked with the Polish community, the university, and a local artist to learn more about the Polish angle of the war, instead of and learning about it through how an animal was brought into the war as a member of the army. So it was a really interesting angle to take on it, and an angle that I hadn't known about before doing the project, and a different way that's not the traditional way to learn about World War II. And so we got given the book, and the artist came along and said, we talked about what we could do to kind of link all of those things together. And I hadn't realised how many children within my class who were Polish would have known about the bear beforehand, and how few children didn't know about the bear. So it was very much the Polish children recognise, oh, this is something we know, this is something from our culture that we've learnt about before, or we recognise from stories from our childhood. So they were very excited to be doing something with a Polish angle, and that was really nice to see. And again, it brought the confidence out in the children in the classroom who maybe don't get to talk about their own culture or their own heritage that much. This was an opportunity for them to share and speak to their parents at home, and give the parents at home this kind of recognition that their culture was valued within our school as well. It was nice to work alongside the Polish community, and having parents and even members of our staff who are Polish be able to contribute and help to what they knew about the project and knew about the bear from their own life and their own culture. We worked with the artist to create a big life-size bear that we put drawings and our pieces of work onto the bear that kind of built up the story of what we'd learnt over the project. So when you read the bear, you can see images the children drew about the story. You can see diary entries about if they thought they were a member of the army, and if they were writing back home to share the story about how there's a bear who sits there at night with them and hangs out with them or helps with the army. So it was a really great project to bring all sorts of learning into it, but a great way for children who English wasn't their first language, or their first place to live wasn't Scotland, because they were able to help us out with pronunciations of things within the books and share things that they'd learnt from their own parents or grandparents about the bear.